Hello everyone, welcome to the channel update for December. Hope everyone's November went well, and if you were in the US, I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. Let's go ahead and dive right into the stuff going on the channel. Of the main series, we've got Lufia and the Fortress of Doom, Stardew Valley, both of those ongoing. And they will be ongoing for a little while yet at least. I am steadily getting closer to completion on Stardew Valley, at which time I will be replacing that with something else. But I am still having quite a bit of fun. Just need to do a few more things to try and get our completion goals wrapped up. Lufia, I think we'll finish this month sometime, probably mid to near the end. There's not a whole lot left in the game. But with the number of random encounters the game has, it can still take a little while to get through. Plus, there's lots and lots and lots of side questing to do. Not side questing, I'm sorry, fetch questing. So many fetch quests. But when that finishes, I am pleased to announce that the game that will replace it, based on a Patreon poll, will be Final Fantasy VIII. I did a poll to see which JRPG franchise I should continue of the ones that I have played games of already, and Final Fantasy VIII was the winner. So when Lufia wraps up, that is what we will be diving into. Of course, we also saw the start of Super Robot Wars 30 streaming on Mondays. I did start out streaming it on Fridays as an extra stream, and then moved it to replace Yakuza Like a Dragon when I finished that game. And having finished it, it is now streaming on Mondays. I'm splitting those up into smaller chunks, so you're not getting just a big, massive 6-hour stream on YouTube. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It is a blast to play, and tons of fun to get all the other characters. There's a lot of dialogue to to read and voice act in that game. And that after those 6 hours, it takes a bit out of me. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. I've been having fun playing that, and I'm looking forward to more. So if you want to watch it live, come on over to the my Twitch channel. You can get a link here on the main page, or in all the video descriptions for any of my Twitch stream videos. And I'm trying to keep that to four pieces, because with that means that every day there's an extra stream footage video. So we got that. We've got Monday has the Spelljammer game. Friday has Castlevania, or whatever I'm playing on Retro when that wraps up. And Sunday has Minecraft, and every other day has some Super Robot Wars. One thing to keep in mind is that while I haven't gotten any blocks with that, a ton of those videos are getting demonetized because of the music. I did get the music DLC, and that has made it worse, but at the same time, it's more fun to play that way. And given that most of them were getting demonetized already anyway, as long as I don't get any blocks, I'm not too concerned. But that does mean that, I'm not actually making much money off of these here on YouTube. So if you if you are enjoying me playing that and you want to support me, do consider joining YouTube here, supporting me on Patreon, toss me a few bucks on Ko-fi, or subscribing over on Twitch or using bits or something along those lines. It does help me quite a bit, and allows me to purchase these games and play them for you. But Super Robot Wars is definitely something that I've been excited for, because they've done some of the original games. They brought some of the original games over here, but none of the ones with licensed material. This is the first time, so I'm very excited to finally see that. And I'm hoping that they'll be able to get the rights wrapped up in such a way that they can deal with this going forward and bring them out any future ones, they can bring them out as well. We'll just have to, keep watching that. And as I briefly mentioned, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow is the current retro game that I'm playing. I just finished streaming that a little while ago as of this update recording. Having a lot of fun with that. It's pretty fun. It's the first Castlevania game that I've really played. I've played a few of the early NES ones at friends' houses way, way, way back when. It was the first one that I'm actually sitting down and planning to play through to completion, assuming that I can actually do so. I make no guarantees, but so far it hasn't been difficult. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. I like the RPG elements of it more so than Metroid, which of course was the first time I'd played Metroid too. So, Metroidvania action games, not really my thing for the most part. I haven't really gotten into most of them. But if you want to see me play some other games, feel free to come along to the streams. When I am streaming retro games, I do have an option open for those who have enough hams to redeem a retro game. Right now, that is just an NES, SNES, Game Boy, or Game Boy Advance game. Maybe eventually I'll branch that out, but for now, those are really easy to emulate. They're really easy to play. I don't really need to do much other than just load up the ROM and boom, I can go. So that's kind of where I am on those. I have no experience with, no real experience with Genesis games and stuff like that, but those might show up. PlayStation 2 games, well, PlayStation 2 games I still can't stream. It does not like the burden that puts on my my processor and video card. PlayStation 1 game, and both of those just require too much fiddling with the settings to deal with, and I haven't tried anything else. So for now, that's what's available. If there's an NES, SNES, Game Boy, or Game Boy Advance game that you'd like to see me play, other than an RPG where I would want to play it to completion using a FAQ and maps. Come along, get enough hams on the Twitch channel, and redeem that option. And then on Fridays, I am streaming Minecraft. We've been on our current world for quite a while, and it is hardcore mode. So anytime I die, we need to restart with a new world. And this Friday, there's going to be new content available. Don't know how much of that we're actually going to see, because we're in a world that's been around for a little while. I do not plan to just commit suicide to get that reset to a new world. That's not in my plans, but you never know what happens. You never know what happens. But do come out and join me for that. It's been quite a bit of fun building up the little village that we found early on. Getting some other people into the village so that I can try and get some other resources traded away and everything like that. And let's see, we also have the last retro game was King's Quest V for the NES, which was a very, very interesting game. It surprised me how well it actually played. Controls were finicky. It definitely would have done well, I think, as an SNES game, and B, using the SNES mouse. But with the controller, it actually wasn't too bad, and that kind of surprised me. I was expecting it to be way clunkier than it ended up being. Of course, graphics-wise, it's atrocious. And yet at the same time, kind of charming. Kind of surprising how well, they got it to still look like the areas and everything like that. Very surprising. That was a fun game to go through. I can understand why it didn't do well. I can definitely understand why it didn't do well. I am genuinely shocked that a company was like, yeah, let's do that. That seems like a good thing to do. But, whatever. So check that out. It's only 2 videos, 2 stream lengths. It's about 5-6 hours, give or take. And Realms of Quest 5 with Zerfall is still ongoing. Videos going up, I think about once every week or so, or every other week at this point. We haven't been able to record lately because of Thanksgiving and other other stuff going on, but we should be able to get back to that hopefully this week. And of course, Spelljammer, we're on Adventure 17. The party is lost in wild space, trying to find their way home. They got sucked through what amounts to a wormhole into some other sphere that they've never heard of before, where the people there have never heard of their home, and now they have to try to find their way home. So all kinds of fun stuff is going to go on there. Do join us on Saturdays for that. That's really the main stuff going on the channel. I do want to thank everyone who has been showing me support on Patreon. The names are scrolling by. You guys are fantastic, going above and beyond to support the channel, and I really do appreciate it. It gives me both the means and the desire to continue to produce content for you every day. This is my full-time job now. I am doing this. I am doing stuff 7 days a week, so I have a very, very full, busy schedule producing stuff for you guys. And it is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. So if you are enjoying it and you want to show your support, that is one of the best ways to do so. You can also join the channel here on YouTube. You can get a subscription to me on Twitch. Or if you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free subscription once a month to a single channel, and it would be awesome if I was that channel. And of course, you can give me bits on Twitch as well. I do get a payout for that. So those are all great ways to show your support. If none of those work out for you, if you don't feel that you can afford that kind of thing, then just make sure that you are watching a video fully if you enjoy it. Leave a like, and if so, leave a comment as well. Just saying, hey, I enjoyed it. Thanks, anything like that. That kind of, YouTube rates videos based on what it calls engagement, and engagement is based on how many people watch the video fully or more fully. Someone who watches a video entirely is considered to be more engaged than someone who watches like 95%. Someone who does that and leaves a like and leaves a comment, all of those things say to YouTube's algorithm, hey, this is a good video. This is a video that other people should see. I am going to go out and put it and suggest it to other viewers. And that's one of the big ways to get more people into the channel. So, at a minimum, watching the videos, liking them, and leaving comments, all of that goes a long, long, long way to supporting the channel without actually, anything out of your pocket. So please do keep those in mind. And that doesn't just apply to me. If there are other people that you like, regardless of what they're producing on YouTube, do all of that for them as well. It goes a long way to ensuring that their content is promoted to, hopefully like-minded people and, gets more eyes on the videos. Unfortunately, YouTube does not particularly like serial content, so that's why it's even more important to do all those things. YouTube kind of looks at all of the videos on my channel and evens them out, which is problematic because, if you're looking at Lufia, the first episode is always going to have more views because people are going to check out the first video, and some are not going to like it, so they're not going to come back. Other people are going to watch the first few videos and then decide that they don't like it, or they're going to watch the first few videos and say, oh, something else came up, someone else put out something new, I'll come back to this, and then they don't come back to it. Or maybe they do, but even so, it creates this downward slope, so all of the later videos, there's usually a certain point. It depends a lot on the series, but it's between 10 and 20 videos in the average series, where you're kind of going to hit a stabilization point where these are the people who are really enjoying it and are going to come back and watch it like every day or within a few days every single time. So that gets evened out with the first episodes, when really YouTube should just be looking at those first episodes, or at least the first few episodes, and averaging those, and not the rest. Because no one's just going to say, oh, he's played Lufia, I'm going to watch episode 27, and that's it. No one's going to do that, you know? The only time you ever get something like that is if I've named a video after a certain dungeon or town or place or puzzle or something like that that people are searching for, and they're like, I am having trouble with this thing, how do I get through it? And they happen to find my video, and of course, since my video is not specifically designed to answer that question for people, some of them are going to get mad. I frequently get commenters like, oh, you spent 30 minutes just blabbering away and you didn't tell me how to do this thing. Well, no, I didn't, because that's not what my videos are for. That's on you for finding looking for the wrong thing. And YouTube for, suggesting it to you. We'll see if YouTube ever changes that. I don't think they will, but there's always a chance. And it always feels weird to me because one of the stated goals of YouTube is to keep people on the platform watching videos. They want you to finish up a video and immediately watch another video. What is better for that than content like mine? Other than the stuff that leads you down rabbit holes of terribleness. I don't know. I don't know why they don't want to treat my stuff and content like mine better and get more people to watch it. I don't know. But they don't like it, so what can you do? That's why it is important to do those things of liking the videos, commenting, watching them to completion. All of that goes a long way to making the algorithm look at them better than they might otherwise do. So please do keep that in mind, not just for myself, but every other Let's Player that you may be watching. Anyway, that's kind of my spiel on how YouTube works, so you guys understand it better, understand the decisions not only of myself, but other Let's Players. There's other people who started out doing what I'm doing, and they've gone over to, sampling games, where they'll get codes, they'll play an episode or two, an hour or two, 3, something like that, and that's it. And they don't play them to completion, because there's that drop-off. And the more they have that drop-off, the lower their videos are going to average across the entire channel, meaning the less likely YouTube is going to promote them, meaning the fewer new viewers they will get. It can create a death spiral. If I was doing something like that, I probably would have more subscribers right now. But I wouldn't have you guys, a lot of you guys, because many of you have expressed to me that one of the things that you like about my channel is that I do play games to completion. They know that if I sit down and start playing Lufia, there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to play it to completion, and they'll be able to see the end. And I want to see the end too, so it's very synergistic there. But it is because of the way that YouTube works. It's not beneficial to me to do that. I'm pretty happy with how I am, where I am right now. Thanks to the support of those of you on Patreon, those of you who've gotten YouTube channel memberships, and those of you who are supporting me over on Twitch with subscriptions and bits. All of that helps me be able to say, I don't need to have the biggest channel in the world to do what I want. So that's where I am right now, but that is also one of the reasons why it is important to support channels like mine, support me in this endeavor, and others if there are others that you really, really enjoy as well. Even if there's someone that you like way more than me, but you like me too, so try to watch all of my content. You're watching all their content, but you can only support one. Perfectly okay to support them, but like I said, keep in mind, like the videos, leave comments, watch the videos to completion. All of that really helps. So I want to thank you guys for doing all of that. It really does mean a lot to me. Over on Patreon, we're doing pretty well. We got I'm not actually sure where the goals. Yeah, here we go. So we're up to another goal. I'll have to think about putting in another goal after this. But the current goal that we're working towards is I will do a second AD&D campaign. Probably pretty far away from this, but that's where we are. I'm having a blast with Spelljammer, and I would definitely start up a new one. But if I got to that point, it might be a thing where I would draw back down a little bit on the amount of streaming that I'm doing or the number of videos I'd be recording to do something like that. But being at that level on Patreon would allow me to do that and free up a little bit more time for things like that. Don't know. I might actually get to that point and I'll be like, yeah, I'm fine doing all of that. So that's where we are right now on Patreon. It will be a little while, but that's okay. But if you want to, if you're enjoying the Spelljammer campaign and you want to see another campaign, you'd want to see me take on another group of players and do something different. It would not be a Spelljammer campaign. I'd probably do Forgotten Realms, because that's what I know very well other than Spelljammer. So it very much is a likely campaign setting that I would play in. Other possibilities would be doing something like Night Below, a big connected campaign adventure that is supposed to take you from first level to high levels and with a concrete ending. We're certainly far enough out from that point that I don't need to consider that right now by any means. We're years away from that, I think, but do keep that in mind. That is something that we could do. Anyway, I do want to thank you guys all for all the support that you're showing me. It is fantastic. It is a blast. I really appreciate it. I love the interaction with you guys in the comments section of all these videos, in Twitch chat, when I'm streaming. I have a great time over on Discord if you want to join the Discord community. I think it's that link. I don't know why I should probably remove it and put it back in, see if it gets the Discord icon there. But there's also Discord links in all the video descriptions as well, so you can follow those to get to the Discord community and join other people, both talking about my content, but also just general stuff. There's place for sharing pet pictures. If you like kitties, there's lots of kitties. Places to talk about food. If you're one of the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad people who like pickles, you can indulge in your pickle fantasies all you want there. While I try to fight back with the glorious, glorious ham. It's all good. It's all good. If you wanna be one of those people, you can do so on my Discord server. I tease about the pickles. I hate them, but I don't think you're actually bad people. Kind of. I kid. Anyway, I want to thank you guys. It does mean a lot to me that everyone's supporting me in all these ways. As I said on Thanksgiving, it's one of the things that I'm thankful for. That I have a really great community, I think, and it does put a smile on my face to interact with you guys. I do enjoy it. The only other thing to talk about is, for those of you who are familiar, I do AD&D deities once a month. I put up a new one. The deity this month is Diinkarazan the Mad God. He is the second of the Derro deities, twin to Diinka, who was stabbed in the back so that Diinka could escape, captured by Elsensine, trapped in the abyss, and has been driven insane by the tortures, the mental tortures that Elsensine has inflicted upon him. It was a pretty interesting deity. It was a lot of fun to write him up. So do check that out if you're looking for more information about the Derro and you want to expand upon them. The way that he's kind of set up is just kind of a dangerous force out there as opposed to something anyone would really worship. Some other material kind of does present him as a very, very minor counterculture element in Derro society that is driven out and on the fringes and stuff like that. And I kind of embrace that a little bit. So if you're looking for, conflicts within Derro society, if you want to have, some unusual Derro that are still, very much Derro in the way that they are presented originally, but you want to change it up a little bit, this is a good choice to look at. And if you just want a presence to roll through an Underdark area, destroying lots and lots of stuff, he gets lucid every 50 years, sends an avatar to the Prime Material Plane that goes mad. It's a fantastic, fantastic thing as a powerful, otherworldly danger that the party, a party of adventurers may need to either defeat in advance, to save some allies down there, or just try to stay out of the way of. So do read over that entry and let me know if you enjoy it. I always enjoy hearing from those who enjoy my writing on this matter. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this update. Looking forward to another month of videos. Please stay safe. Get your COVID booster shots if you got the vaccine itself. I think it's 6 months ago is the recommendation now. And make sure you're wearing masks. Stay safe. Keep everyone else around you safe. And we'll work on getting through the pandemic together. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the comments section on Discord, in Twitch chat, or just around the internet. Thanks for watching, everyone.